Hello, everyone. As a commissioner of Gotham Wrestling, I am so proud to announce our very first tournament, the Five Boroughs Classic. There will be 5 blocks, each representing one of the 5 boroughs of New York. You have Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten Island. Each episode will start with a 6-man tag team match. The winning teammates will then face each other in a 3-way dance in the main event, with the winner becoming the borough's champion. The 5 champions will face off in a skyscraper match at our next television special. The winner will receive $50,000, and I, Commissioner Guido, will owe them a personal favor.
As we prepare for the Brooklyn block.
Oh, and speaking of Brooklyn in New York, 51-50 put the World Tag Team titles on the line against Power personified Live Danger. Both teams are going to wear home some black and blue, but who will wear the gold?
Well, speaking of gold, for the very first time here tonight in Gotham Wrestling, we hear from WWE Evolve Champion Aaron Rourke.
All that and more. Don't miss any of the action right here on Gotham Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is an opening round contest for the Five Borough Classic of the Brooklyn Block. That is a 6-man tag match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, the team on Sebastian Amor, Ox Adams, and Dan Joseph.
In this team up of, I mean, it's definitely a motley crew, but you would look at Ox Adams and think that this team has a secret weapon against the opposing forces.
Yeah, look at the size of Ox Adams. This man casts a huge shadow and can cause a lot of damage. I'd be riding on his coattails if I was Amor and Dan Joseph.
Getting our first look at Ox Adams here tonight, and in doing so could punch his ticket one step closer to the skyscraper match.
And their opponents, the team of Great Jack, Rex Wallace, and Gino Rivera.
But gentlemen, one could argue that this side of the bracket has a behemoth of their own in Rex Lawless, alongside the Gotham debut of Gino Rivera and a mighty return of Ray Jazz.
Well, the less said about Commissioner Guido's Nepo baby and Ray Jazz, the better. But this is what I love to see from Sean K. Walker. Cut the fat, said that he was focusing on singles competition with the introduction of the Five Boroughs Classic, putting all his attention on the big man, the pectoral Poseidon, Rex Lawless.
There you saw Ray Jazz, and look at these two behemoths sizing each other up. I want to see them go. That is a matchup that should happen on Skull Island. Two kaiju will absolutely battle if Ox Adams faces the pectoral Poseidon.
I believe they call that a hoss fight.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about that. But let's not also forget the fact that we have a longtime stalwart, a multi-time champion in Dan Joseph, as well as Sebastian Amor, who I think could talk more smack than anybody else, or maybe Gino Rivera. I think we might be at a crossroads there.
Oh, little rock, paper, scissors there. It looks like Amor is going to start for his team. You know, coming off of a victory over Nicolas Dos Santos. Use that love drop. And you talked about champions. Let's talk about Gino Rivera. First ever Arizona State champion in the time of championship wrestling from Arizona. And used to team with none other than his cousin, the radioactive pop, Danny Limelight.
Gino Rivera, also a proud product of Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy, as now into that arm drag.
We're talking about tag team cohesion. Sebastian Amor, formerly one half of Los Toxicos before striking out on his own in recent months. And you have to think that tag team cohesion just doesn't go away despite the tag team partner retiring all of a sudden.
Certainly not, as now dual drop kicks meeting in the center of the ring with that face-off. swivel of the hips from Amor, showing that toxicity.
Who does it better, Andy Brown or Amor?
Neither. Uh-oh, what was that you were saying, TK, about a hoss fight, a battle of the big boys?
Oh, as Gorilla Monsoon would say, it's the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. I hope the ring has been reinforced.
No doubt about that, as now face wash and cracks off, return fire, back and forth, hellacious strike between Ox Adams and Rex Lawless.
I certainly hope Leo Sparrow isn't watching from the backstage area, because we got a whole lot of meat on your television screen right now.
Yeah, this is not plant-based. That is for certain. Petrol Poseidon bowing up here. Oh, look at these two guys just clubbing one another, neither giving an inch.
A blind tag there from Dan Joseph. I'm not sure if Lawless realizes.
As now Lawless bounding off the ropes. The tag is made by Gino Rivera as well. And now taken down, careening to the mat, but they are neither the legal competitor.
Love that, great officiating. Big splash there by Rivera, the referee on top of the action, even though there was a lot going on. What a missile drop kick there by Joseph.
That's a lot of Dan Joseph coming down on Gino Rivera now. Scooped up, slammed down. Knows it's gonna take a little more than that. Ready to drop that elbow straight to the heart. Now into the cover, looking to pick up the win for his team. Gino Rivera kicks out.
And take a look at this. AEW Vice President of Talent Development, Pat Buck, taking a close look, checking out the talent of Gotham.
Yeah, we saw him getting into it, really talking down to his former student, the Creative Pro champion, the son of the sun, Leo Sparrow.
Yeah, Leo Sparrow out for respect. For right now, an opportunity for this talent to be seen.
Now Gino Rivera taking full advantage, that backhand. Up and over the top rope. That was a rough landing out at ringside, as now Ray Jazz tags in. And with the assist to Rivera, wipes out Dan Joseph. Sebastian Amor now in the clutches, chopped overhead with a suplex.
Give me a break with this guy. Haven't we seen enough of the so-called Jersey legend?
It is going to be beach season in no time, and Ray Jazz is feeling the power of the Jersey Shore calling his name.
Outside, inside, looking for that backslide. What a great way to win this thing. Can he get him? He did!
Massive win!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Ray Jazz, Rex Lawless, and Gino Rivera.
You guys talked about a lot of meat in this matchup. How about a little, dare I say, gabagool?
Well, the Gabagool vibe is for real, because that was a huge victory Ray Jazz was able to pick up for his team. But now we head into a three-way matchup in our main event to determine who progresses on it. What the hell?
Amity LaVey.
Human nightmare Amity LaVey staring at Nat Castle. And Nat Castle looking like she's just seen a ghost, a monster.
I think I'd take a ghost or a monster over Amity LaVey. My God.
The beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head have nothing on Amity LaVey. That would spook anybody.
But now, I don't know if Dan Joseph should be. I don't know how Dan Joseph is feeling about this, but Amity LaVey is certainly making eyes. The multi former champion. Where are we going with this? We're gonna find out later.
You could be driving down the road and God forbid something happens to your engine or your transmission. Now you got to figure out how to tow the car, where to tow it to, how much it's going to cost. Whereas you have a company like CarShield back you and you make a phone call and everything's taken care of.
So can you walk us through a little bit on like a car breakdown? What happens on the customer side and what you see?
Every day at our shop, there's people that just come in bawling their eyes out because their car's warranty just ran out and they got all these new expenses now that they have to pay for.
Some of the average costs on repairs, for instance, on a transmission would range anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000, $7,000. Engines can go anywhere from $5,000 to $14,000, $15,000.
If you can get CarShield, do it. Don't even think twice. Give them a call, see what you could do to get on that program because it's going to give you peace of mind.
No other company protects drivers like CarShield. All you need to do is call CarShield now before your car breaks down.
CarShield can save you thousands. Just call before a breakdown happens. Call 800-764-5611.
Hey folks, I'm Chris Salcedo, your liberty-loving Latino, and if you're like me, you want to stay sharp, informed, stay connected. But if your hearing isn't what it used to be, it can feel like you're missing out on the conversation. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nano Hearing Aids, the affordable, high-quality solution that's changing the way Americans hear the world around them. Nano Hearing Aids are sold direct and shipped straight to your home. Plus, the Nano Hearing Aids are a fraction of what you'd expect to pay for prescription hearing aids.
I didn't realize how much hearing I lost until I put the Nano Hearing Aids in.
Nanos aren't available in stores and supplies are limited. Call now to find the hearing aid perfect for you and your budget.
No prescription, no doctor, order it online.
It's made a huge difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Get back great hearing with Nano Hearing Aids. This special TV offer won't last long. Call now.
Call 800-644-1488. That's 800-644-1488. 800-644-1488.
Evan Daniels in position to leave a lasting impression. Hook in the leg for the win. He's got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still United Wrestling Television Champion, the literal star, Evan Daniels.
Oh, hey, look, it's a camera. Every camera loves to see a literal star. Now, Evan, what you got on that waist? Oh, that's right. I am still the United Wrestling Network television champion because I did exactly what I said I was gonna do. I showed up in Gotham Wrestling and I beat the best, and I was Papa Don. You did good, kid. Get him next time. Now, my next message is to the rest of the entire United Wrestling Network. Whether it's Championship Wrestling, Sunday Night Slam, Memphis Wrestling, Gotham Wrestling, the message reads loud and clear. If you step in the ring with the literal star, he is always gonna outshine you. Because when that red light comes on and it's time to go, a literal star always puts on a show.
The following contest is scheduled singles competition and scheduled for one fall. Made his way to the ring, standing 6 feet 4 inches, scaling well over 400 pounds. America's favorite, from the land of the free, home of the brave, Wrecking Ball, Lugarski. And already in the ring, Buddy Thomas.
Wrecking Ball Lugarski making a lot of fans here in West Nyack bestowing that USA headband on our young fans. What a warm welcome for this massive man, the Wrecking Ball.
Patriotic and absolutely devastating. Wrecking Ball is draped in the red, white, and blue, and that man might wear some black and blue. Oh, look at this, the umbrella.
Even the umbrella of Buddy Thomas, not enough to stop the fireworks of the Wrecking Ball.
Buddy Thomas was bracing for a storm and trying to get a little early offense in. Now with the headlock on Wrecking Ball, I don't know how successful this is going to be for Buddy Thomas. Wrecking Ball staring daggers and wiping out, like running into a brick wall in the form of this behemoth Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, Buddy Thomas certainly not drawing the fondest assignment here in Gotham. Got those donut eyes all glazed over. Mere seconds into this contest, DK.
Hurting bombs. Oh, quiet, please. Just reverberating off the walls of Levity Live. You said that prepared for a storm. That is one hell of a hailstone coming his way.
No doubt about that, like a tidal wave coming in like a wrecking ball and leaving devastation in his wake.
You know, Miley once said she never hit so hard in love. I'm not sure if Wrecking Ball has ever hit so hard, period.
With a big claim to stake here in a Gotham Wrestling debut. Reveling Buddy Thomas is Wrecking Ball Lugarski.
What a windup that was, throwing the high heat across the plate there. And forget about baseball, this might be America's pastime, and it's gonna be past for his opponent if this continues.
I think Wrecking Ball likes himself some apple pie.
Buddy Thomas now sinking in the hooks, but Wrecking Ball looks nonplussed.
Yeah, less than effective here, TK.
Yeah, well, apple pie for Wrecking Ball, humble pie for Buddy. In a big way, all you can eat.
Stepping up to the buffet here at Gotham Wrestling. Wrecking Ball crashing into Buddy Thomas. How's that happens?
And just when you thought couldn't get any worse for Buddy Thomas, something tells me it will.
Oh, prepare to wield those All-American assets, if you will, TK.
Oh, man.
Indeed he did.
I don't think that smells like apple pie, guys.
You want to talk about apples? It might be a Golden Delicious down the line. This guy might have gold around his waist, fit around his waist. Seems unstoppable thus far, this Wrecking Ball, but got draped across that top rope. That'll compromise the wind of the big man.
Perhaps a Hail Mary play there for Buddy Thomas. Not talking about QB1 Jarrett Diaz. Maybe his only hope, but well, got midair by the Wrecking Ball, Alyssa.
Plucked high and slammed down to earth. A crash landing for Buddy Thomas. And now Wrecking Ball. That resounding rhythm of pressure, and now it's on with a massive victory for Wrecking Ball Legursky.
The winner of this contest, America's favorite, Wrecking Ball Legursky.
Well, let's look back at this. Caught out of mid-air was Buddy Thomas, and Wrecking Ball Legursky just throwing himself as a weapon.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, it went from pie to pancake in a hurry.
There are 50 states, and all Wrecking Ball needed was 1, 2, 3.
No doubt about that. Action continues here at Gotham Wrestling.
I am here with the dime piece, the WWE ID standout, the current Evolve champion. Here is Mr. Aaron Rourke. Aaron, welcome to Gotham Wrestling.
Thank you for having me, and what an introduction, by the way. Couldn't have said it better myself, really.
Now, Aaron, the wrestling universe has been speculating about you coming to Gotham Wrestling and talking about the wave of momentum you're riding, including your Evolve title win. Can you talk about what that wave of momentum means to you and what it means to be in Gotham Wrestling?
Well, first, let's talk about that Evolve title win. Pretty iconic, I'll say myself. But what it means to me to be here is this. Everywhere I go, I prove that I'm the best. And Gotham Wrestling is no different. So just sit back and watch me shine like I do.
Aaron Rourke, here to shine.
Always.
Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be using this. Particle 6-in-1 Face Cream for Men, the first of its kind anti-aging cream designed specifically for men. Fights eye bags, dark spots, and wrinkles. Visit ParticleMen.com and use the promo code on your screen to receive 25% off your entire order. Plus, we've got free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. www.ParticleMen.com. Because seeing is believing.
Did you know that Christian Faith Publishing works with authors just like you to turn manuscripts into published books? Hi, I'm Luke. Have you written a book but don't know how to get it published? We do. We take our authors through the publishing process from the infancy of editing to distribution and sales. We're looking to publish books with positive content in all genres. We understand that your labor is more than a book. It's unique, personal, and likely written with a higher purpose to spread the word. Interested in learning more? You can call the number on the screen today or scan the QR code, and we'll send you a free writer's guide packed with tips, tricks, and templates to help you finish that great American novel. Call now. Don't just believe me. Have you been reading these author reviews? Perhaps the smartest decision our authors make is to contact CFP. If you're ready with a manuscript and want your book reviewed, contact us today.
Call for your free writer's guide or scan the QR code now. 888-440-3095. That's 888-440-3095.
Welcome back to Gotham Wrestling. Alyssa Marino here alongside the NWA United States Tag Team Champions, the Slime Balls. Now, there's a lot of history between the National Wrestling Alliance and the United Wrestling Network. Are you guys excited to defend those titles here next week?
Gotham Wrestling! My name is Slime Ball Chance, and my name is Slime Time Tommy Rant, and together we are the Slime Balls! And as the Slime Balls, we are your NWA President of the United States Tag Team Championship belts! And we know it is our duty to defend. So I would say we're a little more than freaking excited, because Tommy Rand, I think we're going to send those two chumps to a little place called Slime Ball City. Do you know what they say about Slime Ball City? Slime Ball City is never pretty. Because it's not their time. Because Tommy Rand, what time is it? It's slime time!
They say duty? Is that what that smell is, TK?
Well, Jordan, I hope it's not number 2, but they're number 1 when it comes to being the U.S. Tag Team Champions. Speaking of champs, let's hear now from the United Wrestling Network World Tag Team Champions, 5150.
Yo, it's exactly what it's come to. Pro wrestlers dressing up as their favorite 80s superstars. Pro wrestlers running around collecting action figures.
Oh my
Pro
God.
wrestlers chasing 1 million followers for a social media plaque that you can't take to the grave with you. Chasing 1 million followers. You know what we chasing? We're chasing $1 million. See, that's the difference between you bozos and us, is that you hop on social media and you run your mouth to your 40-year-old versions that follow you for clicks. And you forget that you still gotta see us on the day. 5150. You still gotta see us on the day. You know, it's so crazy to me that you wanna run your mouth and call us washed up and say all this nonsense. See, because when it comes to these United Wrestling Network World Tag Team Champions, we'll put you in the dirt. And then we'll chicken noodle soup at your funeral. See, y'all say boom, boom, firepower. Boom, boom, firepower.
Firepower.
When y'all say boom, boom, firepower, everybody have a good time. See, y'all not live danger, y'all play danger, but when we boom, boom, firepower, we shut the block down, the sirens is ringing, tell them what we really are, Boogie.
Live danger, y'all so obsessed with wanting to be liked. You want people to like y'all, but nobody respects y'all. Y'all lifting weights? We don't care if you lift weights. That's like me punching a bag. Guess what? Bags don't punch back. They don't. 5150 does. And we gonna keep these championships for a while. And you know what? You know we dead ass.
Dead ass!
Welcome back to Thunder Studios Sunday Night Slam. Sunday Night Slam returns on April 5th on Easter Sunday. So you're going to go from Easter brunch to body slams, Easter Sunday to Easter Sunday Night Slam. And here we see the challengers. Live danger with their sights on the tag team titles.
Tell you, TK, these dudes are a throwback in all the best ways. I don't want to age myself, but I grew up on 80s professional wrestling, and these guys give me all the vibes.
Yeah, they sure do. You got Danger Ross there in the orange and black, and Live Wire Charlie, and they've spent time in New Japan Pro Wrestling. These guys are powered personified. They are one big party, and they'll certainly party if they can win the tag team titles. Easier said than done when you think of the champs. Speaking of the champions, here they come, 5150. Danny, Limelight, and Slice Boogie. Two tough customers won the titles from an incarnation of the mighty Zaddies. It was Jay Cabrera and hysterical Shane Haste. They took the titles on the road, defended them in Gotham Wrestling against Ray Jazz and the Greek god Palpadon. Some incredible title defenses, and here to set the stage, one of the big ones of Sunday Night Slam, Will Matson.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United Wrestling Network Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the challengers. Hailing from the Gridiron, weighing in at a combined weight of 502 pounds. He is Livewire Charlie. He is Danger Ross. And together they are Live Danger! And their opponents, straight out of New York City, at a combined weight of 420 pounds, they are your United Wrestling Network Tag Team Champions. Danny Limelight, Slice Boogie, 51-50.
United World Tag Team titles on the line. And, you know, when you're Slice Boogie, one half of 51-50, the tag team champions, you're not really used to giving up size and power. Certainly will here in this battle with Live Danger, but the champs, Crafty, trying to get the jump, but look at this reversal by the powerful challengers. Look at this double back body drop. And the power is going to be something that the champs are going to have to contend with, and they roll out. They're going to have to re-strategize here.
Yeah, we've seen the champs become accustomed to fighting big guys. We've seen, of course, Wolf Zaddies in there. We've seen 51-50 have to defend these championships, but never quite the size and strength that Live Danger possesses.
What a slingshot there! Danger Ross comes flying in out of nowhere. This is smart by a big, powerful tag team. Frequent tags, stay fresh, some double team here. Look at the power into the splash. Bodies everywhere.
And Livewire Charlie goes in for that pinfall attempt and doesn't get it, only one, it seemed, and takes a head immediately. I like this from Charlie. You know, we haven't seen them much here in the United Wrestling Network, but if they could come all the way here to Long Beach, here at this blockbuster event, get a victory, walk out with the tag team gold, you got to figure that'd be much to the chagrin of the radioactive Poppy, who's getting bench pressed
doing
right
some
now.
reps here, getting some reps in. Maybe didn't get to the gym earlier, but I bet they did. 10 big reps and a double military press slam. They call that the boom boom firepower, and then drop the elbow in unison, and some extra push-ups there for Livewire Charlie. You got to keep that pump up, you know?
Crowd taking to these guys too. Live Danger earning some fans really fast here, and you know, if they could walk out with the United Wrestling Network World Tag Team titles, it would absolutely put these two guys on the map. But right now, this is what we see from 51-50.
Oh, little Carlito's Way, perhaps.
And they hit it.
Punctuated with the senton into the cover, only a count of one. You got Slice Boogie in there for the champs. In there with Danger Ross, who is a decorated grappler, was a D1 wrestler at Sacred Heart University. But look at this, put on the brakes. Oh my gosh, again, Slice, he's not used to being overpowered. He is here. He's looking for that big shot, and now going downstairs.
Yeah, able to take out the leg and follows up with a massive right hand. Boogie in for the cover, and Boogie only gets one again. Justin Borden right on top. One of our senior officials here in the United Wrestling Network. He's right there to see. You know, that's the ambition. You have the ambition to try to drive those shoulders down and get the three, but you have the ambition to kick out at one if you're down. So both teams vying for these titles and showing their passion.
Oh my gosh, look at this blatant choke, and that's going to take some of the starch out of Danger Ross. He's in a dangerous part of town, not where you want to be with the champions, in that corner store where you can get anything you want, including a beatdown. Danger Ross getting beat down right now by the champs.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Tag team cohesion. Slice Boogie and the Puerto Rican radioactive Poppy. Look at Boogie bounce up and down.
Into the cover, here goes Danny Limelight, the radioactive Poppy, and that street sweeper on the other side of the ring took Livewire Charlie out of the picture momentarily. So this is what you got to do if you're the champs. Isolate one man and deplete the gas tank, and they've put their sights on Danger Ross.
Danny's had a crazy year as he tags in Slice Boogie now. He was the United Wrestling Network World Champion, lost that championship in controversial fashion, and then found a second win with his tag team partner, and almost immediately gained tag team gold. And these two have absolutely gone through the division since becoming champions, have Slice Boogie and his partner Danny Limelight, but Live Danger here makes the long trek to attend this blockbuster event, Sunday Night Slam, trying to walk away with gold.
Danger Ross trying to divide and conquer, fought his way out of that sleeper hold. And look at this though, Limelight, I believe, is sneaking around, and look at that, just takes Livewire Charlie.
You gotta love Danny, man.
Off the apron.
I get it. Not a lot of people like his tactics, but Danny is gonna do whatever he can to protect his partner.
Oh, what a German suplex, beautifully done, outside, inside, dead center of the ring, dead to rights, no. Ross powers out. You talked about the United Wrestling Network World title. We do know it will be on the line in our main event. Jordan Cruz will defend the title. You can see that he is heated. He wants to know who he's gonna put the title on the line against.
Well, yeah, what we do know is Hammerstone's had travel issues. He's not here. So who will take on Jordan Cruz for the world title tonight?
Look at the power here. Looking for a guillotine choke is Danny Limelight, and Danger Ross drops to a knee. He's gonna have to power himself back up and really power walk Limelight all the way to his corner. Well, maybe he can suplex his way out of it, and he does. Digging down deep is one half of the challengers there, Danger Ross.
Yeah, Danger Ross able to just muscle up Limelight and drop the former world champion on his head. And now you can see his partner, Livewire Charlie, just chomping at the bit to get some action here. He wants to get in the fight too. And he makes it, yes.
And Livewire Charlie is fresh. He has been relegated on the outside for quite some time. A star of the gridiron, Division I football player in the college ranks, amateur grappler as well, and now trying to make some big money as a pro, and he'll make some big money if he can win the tag team title. Spine on the pine, big spine buster there by the Livewire.
Slice Boogie's a massive dude. I mean, to pick him up and dump him down like that. Charlie just showing that strength.
Shaking the ropes. That bring you back there, Christian, to your childhood?
It sure did.
We won't talk about WrestleMania 6. Not in my house. Here we go. Double hook of the legs. Oh, man, history was almost made there. So far, the night has boded well for champions. You had Evan Daniels defend the TV title on the pre-show. Look at this.
Yeah, 3-point stance.
Oh, yeah. They're rushing into the backfield there. What a pass rush into the cover. Double pin, double win. And a photo finish there with Limelight coming down to break up that pin right as the hand was coming down for 3.
I mean, the loyalty of Danny Limelight to be there for his man at every turn, to have the back of his fellow tag team championship partner, Slice Boogie, right when he needs him. Johnny on the spot is Danny Limelight, but he got caught now. Oh my God, the power of Livewire Charlie. But he gets dumped into the guardrail, just metal behind those advertisements. And
out the back door there goes Slice Boogie. Rake of the eyes by Danny Limelight. Oh man, look out here. Double team offense to perfection by the champs. Get the victory.
Here are your winners. And still, your United Wrestling Network Tag Team Champions, 51-50.
As they do when they're playing some bones on the street there, throwing those dice, rolling the dice. They had to roll the dice in there with a powerful, challenging team, but digging down deep, and somehow 51-50 overcoming the power of live data.
Look at this,
oh
TJ,
my goodness.
we're back live, looking at a live shot, and the World Tag Team Champions are now attacking Livewire, and this is, I gotta tell you, this is just despicable. This match has been called, it is over, but they are now jumping.
There's just no reason for it.
Really.
You won the match, you defended the titles. These guys are thugs. You want to talk about Boricua pride, that Puerto Rican pride? Are you proud of those types of tactics?
That's what I'm talking about, boys. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations. Hey, look. Way to go, Mr. Savannah Banana, whatever the hell your name is. You guys didn't read the fine print. You guys got a one-way ticket to lose it to the pectoral Poseidon.
This guy doesn't understand. I don't know if you were watching that thing. This gentleman, you picked up the victory thanks to me. But I mean, you wouldn't have won it without me.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough. Right? And I don't think you guys understand. This is the 5-Borough Classic.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm from here. I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. And these two nerds, you guys aren't even from here. You don't even go here. I hear you're from Jersey. I hear you're from Long Island. And God knows where you've been. But guys, there's a slim chance of you guys beating me tonight.
Well, listen, you left New York to try to go to LA for greener pastures.
No.
I put the 5 boroughs on my back representing NYU, and I became an All-American with the most wins in school history. So if there's anyone to represent New York, I think it's me.
Hey. Neither of you can measure up to 6'3", 260 pounds of a pure monster. So what are you going to do about that, huh? Hey, let's get out of here. Let's talk about this.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let my actions do all the talking in the ring. You're about to find out, just like it.
You could be driving down the road and God forbid something happens to your engine or your transmission. Now you got to figure out how to tow the car, where to tow it to, how much it's going to cost. Whereas you have a company like CarShield back you and you make a phone call and everything's taken care of.
So can you walk us through a little bit on like a car breakdown? What happens on the customer side and what you see?
Every day at our shop, there's people that just come in bawling their eyes out because their car's warranty just ran out and they got all these new expenses now that they have to pay for.
Some of the average costs on repairs, for instance, on a transmission would range anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000, $7,000. Engines can go anywhere from $5,000 to $14,000, $15,000.
If you can get CarShield, do it. Don't even think twice. Give them a call, see what you could do to get on that program because it's going to give you peace of mind.
No other company protects drivers like CarShield. All you need to do is call CarShield now before your car breaks down.
CarShield can save you thousands. Just call before a breakdown happens. Call 800-764-5611.
Pat, you had a big hand in training me, but I would never know that because back there in the hallways, in the locker room, you won't even look at me. You pretend like you don't even know me. And what a slap in my face for you to come out here in the middle of this ring and say that you're looking for new talent? You're looking for new stars? Pat, Leo Sparrow is the son of the sun, and I was born a star. So maybe it's time you open your eyes.
So that's how you want my attention. Let me remind you that it took me 19 years to even get on the map. Look, most of these people here, look, to be honest, most people here don't know who I am, okay? I've lived with that. But you know me. I trained you, I trained some of the biggest stars in professional wrestling. But here's the problem. You're impatient. You don't wait your turn. It's not that I don't look at you, it's just the fact that not yet, I don't really respect you. You cut corners, Leo. Sure, you're Creative Pro Champion, and it makes me sick that you wear that title, by the way. Truth is, I don't respect you because I know you're better than coming to the ring with a bag of greens and just preaching about being the son of the sun. Be the wrestler that I trained you to be, and maybe I'll look you in the eye and shake your damn hand. Hey, I tell you what, look, I'm semi-retired. I haven't wrestled in quite a long time. You want my attention? I understand you have a big match coming up in the near future against Aaron Rook. I'll be ringside watching you. And then, if you're victorious, I'll look you in the eye, I'll say I'm sorry, and I respect you, and maybe, if you keep that attitude right, you'll go to the big leagues one day. Look, I'm happy to be here. I'm actually a little bit nervous. I'm out of my environment. I love the independence, I love going around, but I haven't been in a scene like this. So look, if there's anything I can do for you guys, any sort of question, I think you had a technique question that kind of...
Yeah, I did a little bit. So when I get stuck in a wrist lock like this, I feel like throwing, turning into a hammer lock to kind of flex into like a fireman's kind of.
All right, so here's the deal. When you have the... What's up, dude? Okay, so when you have the wrist lock on, I wouldn't give up and put yourself in a hammer lock. Don't put yourself in a more painful hold, okay? You all right, man?
Yeah, I'm good, sorry.
Oh, did you want to jump in? Or?
No, I wouldn't teach it that way, but I don't want to take away from what you're doing, so.
All right. Any way you would teach it? I mean, hey, it's open forum. Any Indians around that?
It's all good. We understand it's all ice cream, just different flavors. Do your thing.
Okay.
Do your thing, yep.
I mean, good to see you, dude. You too. Thanks.
What was that about?
Sorry, they just, some guys always gotta get their opinions in, you know. Anyway, so I just wouldn't put yourself in a painful hold like that. There are options.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a three-way dance scheduled for one fall, and it is for the 5-Borough Classic Brooklyn Block Championship. Introducing first, weighing 170 pounds from Flatbush, Brooklyn, the Boricua bad boy, Gino Rivera.
Your ears are not deceiving you. Billed from Flatbush, Brooklyn, here in the Brooklyn block of the 5 Boroughs Classic. Though Gino Rivera, no stranger to the United Wrestling Network, the first ever Arizona State champ at Championship Wrestling from Arizona.
Looking to make more history here in the United Wrestling Network.
And his opponent, from Amityville, New York, weighing 260 pounds, the Pectoral Poseidon, Rex Lawless.
An intimidating presence, an imposing figure, and all the more strengthened by the presence of Sean K. Walker, MBA, in his corner is Rex Lawless.
Laser focused with a singular vision. Earlier on tonight, Rex Lawless came out on top of that toss fight against Dox Adams, the UTK alluded to as a sort of battle of the kaijus.
Yeah, he fit right in a skyscraper matchup. He's damn near one himself.
From South Plainfield, New Jersey, weighing 210 pounds, he is a member of the full-blooded Italians, Ray Jazz.
Ray Jazz has been so impressive competing across the United Wrestling Network, and even impressive with his wrestling background, securing the most single-season wins with at NYU.
Yeah, how interesting, guys. Commissioner Guido starts this 5 Boroughs Classic and already faring so well as his cohort in the FBI, his adopted nephew in Ray Jazz. Though I'm sure it's just a coincidence, right, TK?
Well, they had to earn their way in. They had to win that 6-man tag team matchup. They had a monster on the other side, as you alluded to. So I don't think there's any favoritism or nepotism, as you would claim. But he certainly has an uphill battle through all 3 of these men. Only one will advance to the skyscraper match. You got to win by pinfall or submission in this, as Guido would like to call it, a 3-way dance.
And we know what hangs in the balance, that $50K situation, as well as being owed a favor by Commissioner Guido himself, the most powerful man at Gotham Wrestling. Owing you a favor? Come on.
I'm not sure why Ray Jazz needs to win the 5 Boroughs Classic to get a favor from the Commissioner. He's already been given one in the form of a championship match against one of the Maximilian, but neither here nor there.
Jazz was looking good in that matchup as well until Papadon got in there, interfered, tossed Ray Jazz his opportunity.
Papadon really just saving everyone their time and money. We all knew the result was inevitable.
Drop kick by Ray Jazz, but can barely stumble the big man back. They are teaming up on the pectoral Poseidon. Do you agree with this strategy? He goes up and over there, Jordan.
Yeah, again, no longer a 6-man tag team scenario, but at least for the moment, Gino and Jazz wisely working together, and well, it falls apart as soon as it began, Alyssa.
And that is Gino on the offense now. It was, like you've said in the past, a bit of convenience that you work together, and now trying to wipe out the pectoral Poseidon, Rex Lawless, but over the top comes Ray Jazz.
I know from experience that does not feel good, not one bit.
Well, as now action is going to continue after this break. We'll be right back with more Gotham Wrestling.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Have you written a novel, devotional, biography, children's book, or other manuscript and need it published? Christian Faith Publishing works with all book genres. We'll walk you through the publishing process from editing and layout to distribution and sales. Call now for a free manuscript review and a writer's guide.
We are back in the Brooklyn block of the 5 Boroughs Classic here at Gotham Wrestling. With a second plucked by Rex Lawless, taking Ray Jazz down a few pegs, now scooped up and slammed on the floor at ringside.
And let's be clear, that padding at ringside does very little, especially when it's a man as large as the pectoral Poseidon body slamming you atop it.
Full head of steam here by the pectoral Poseidon. You want to know how tough he is. Went toe-to-toe with Carl Machine Gun Anderson. Big LG Doc Gallows in tag team action in the past.
Certainly did, and continues to brandish that iron. All the things that make him who he is, and that is one hell of a tough customer. And now Gino Rivera prone, reaching out for the ropes. Instead, caught.
Smart here, thought he might go for the submission, take advantage when Ray Jazz is a non-factor, but broke him in half with that backbreaker.
As soon as you say it, Ray Jazz back inside the ring, but credit to Lawless, saw it coming and wipes him out. Back to the outside goes the self-proclaimed Jersey legend. More Pauly D than Sylvester Stallone.
It's definitely a smart strategy on behalf of Rex Lawless, trying to eliminate the third person from the equation, make this basically a singles bout if he can.
Rex Lawless already a very cerebral professional wrestler. Sean Wachter, MBA by his side. Brilliant. Genius.
Sean K. Wachter now trying to get inside the mind of Gino Rivera, reaching for some sort of purchase to try and at least get some distance to get some breathing room here.
Yeah, it's not getting any breathing room right now is Gino Rivera. And again, what an interesting concept. These three had to team together earlier in the episode to earn this opportunity. Another step, and speaking of steps, what a big boot there by Lawless.
that reverberation of the body of Ray Jazz hitting the outside is now Rex Lawless. Dials in a boot wash across the face.
Somebody's got a dirty face, and his name is Gino Rivera.
And you can afford to be a bit lawless as the rules are relaxed a little bit in a matchup like this. You're not going to see a count out if they go to the outside. There must be a winner. Only one can advance from the Brooklyn drop block.
And how about the big man, Ray Jazz, picking the bones, taking advantage of another man's work.
Off of the top, full head of steam. Finally feeling like he can cut his teeth in this matchup is Ray Jazz.
We've seen Ray Jazz go high risk from time to time. They had that big top rope elbow drop against Papadon in that Mulberry street fight. Look at the movement here, man, what a slam by Jazz. Looking to put him away, Alyssa.
And only a 2 count as Gino Rivera springing up, but just barely.
But you got to be careful if you're Ray Jazz, because now you have the pectoral Poseidon hunt you down. Look at this. Lawless has him goozled here.
Ray Jazz from behind, trying to get him up. Oh, but he's not strong enough. The Nepo baby can't get it done against the big man.
Rex Lawless, so powerful. Look at this, just manhandling Jazz here. Has him in the launch position. Calls that the side walker slam. Looking to advance here. No, only a count of 2.
Nearly made it to the skyscraper match. One step closer to the cash and the favor.
You can see at ringside, Sean K. Walker barely can contain himself as now Gino Rivera getting some offense in.
Rivera looks pretty fresh. Look at this, code red by Rivera. Wow.
And again, guys, one fall to a finish here in that 3-way dance. If Rivera had successfully pinned Lawless, Ray Jazz would have lost the match without being involved in the decision, and that could not happen to a nicer guy.
Well, now in comes Ray Jazz leveling Gino Rivera, but now toe-to-toe with this behemoth, the pectoral Poseidon, able to get him off his feet momentarily. Look at the power of Ray Jazz on display.
Yeah, can't keep him up there, Alyssa. Can't keep him up there.
Oh, deposits him to the outside, and now here's where you got to take advantage. If you're Ray Jazz or Gino Rivera, you got to try and advance right here, right now with the monster on the outside.
Wait a sec, Gino Rivera now, they're jockeying for position. And here comes Ray Jazz. Has Gino Rivera up on the shoulders. Takes him down, hooks the leg, looks to advance. He's made it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the 5-Borough Classic, Brooklyn Block, Ray Jazz.
Well, let's look back at some of the action from this bout. We had seen the impressive figure of Rex Lawless on full display with all of that power, but Ray Jazz able to really put his presence on display here and major opportunity.
Now, Lawless was so impressive, Jordan, but he's built for a sprint, not a marathon, and you got to really have survival instincts in a match like this to take advantage. That's what Ray Jazz was able to do.
Yeah, once he was sent spilling to the outside, courtesy of Ray Jazz, that was all she wrote, putting that impressive technical wrestling pedigree to good use with a 1-2-3 over Gino Rivera, unfortunately advancing to the skyscraper match.
Advancing the skyscraper match one step closer. The embrace from Commissioner Guido and you know, Ray Jazz, I'm sure would tell you himself if he makes it, now that he's made it to that skyscraper match, it's nothing but a sure thing.
Now, no sleep till Brooklyn and no rest for Ray Jazz till he ascends to the great heights of the skyscraper match.